All right. Hey, everyone. Good morning. It is Monday, December 16th, 2024. Hope you're doing great. Let's dive in to what I've got for you today. NASDAQ up over 1%, having a night, or excuse me, now, let's cover this. Dow up, NASDAQ up, Russell up, gold down, silver up. Not a lot going on today. Some crypto, Bitcoin's having a huge run today. And some of the other cryptos as well, as you can see. Bitcoin, 152,807 Canadian dollars. Big move today. It's going to continue to go up, that's for sure. No question about it. So earnings this week are quiet. Look at this. Not many companies reporting. General Mills before the open Wednesday morning. Jabil as well Wednesday morning. Lennar Homes. Geez, a lot of these home builders in U.S. are having a really tough time. A lot of bad press, a lot of crappy products they're just slapping up. So it's going to be interesting to see if that equates to their earnings being less over the time. Micron reporting after the close on Wednesday. FedEx is the big one on Thursday. And accounting firm Accenture. I mean, you can tell it's just quiet, right? So next week we go into the holiday. You'll start to see a huge slowdown in buying. A lot of people just take a lot of time off during the holidays, which is great. So consider that too. I'm noticing the options just aren't that rich right now for any contracts that I'm looking at. I'm really having a hard time finding some decent option contracts. Bank of Canada cut rates again last week, 50 basis points. They say a more gradual approach to follow. So more than likely what's going to happen from here is 25 basis point cuts, but super helpful, right? It helps the consumer if you have an adjustable rate mortgage. It helps with consumer debt because your interest rates will go down. They've been quite high. And you're going to start to see them coming down as well. So it looks like they will continue with the policy rate now substantially lower. We anticipate more gradual approach to monetary policy if the economy evolves broadly as expected. So I think we're going to continue to see that. Here's the tricky part, the wild card in this. Trump promised to impose tariffs 25% on all Canadian exports unless Ottawa moves to tighten the border. So this is going to be interesting how this whole thing plays out. We'll see, right? Lots going on there. Glad to see the Canadian dollar firmed up on the messaging around slower rate cuts, with the loonie trading stronger at $1.41 against the US dollar, or 70.72 cents. That's always been the frightening part of a country cutting their rates. It lowers the valuation of their currency against other currencies. So we're going to have to see, that with a slower rate cuts going forward, the loonie stabilized, so that's very positive. On our homepage here for our stock picker, by the way, welcome to all of our new subscribers. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here. I stream live every single Monday talking about the markets, our software, how we can assist you making the best financial choices. And here's a section of our software. Really important to just, this updates throughout the trading day, but put some energy and effort toward looking at this section. It's called the Streaking Stock Rockets. Now, we have an area of our software called Stock Rockets. This is where we have strict requirements for companies to make this list. They have to have a 50% quarterly revenue growth, that's year over year. They have to have our highest coveted 5-star North Star rankings. And on top of that, they have to be an industry's top performer. This is the section that myself and most of our subscribers make money with the software. As I look at this, I mean, this looks very interesting to me. It's high risk. So if you can handle high risk, a company called Mackenzie Realty Capital Inc., $4.50 a share. Let's take a look at the chart. And yeah, so we've got a sideways movement almost the entire year. A breakout here. We've got green above red. MFI is getting a little toppy at 67. So if you were to buy shares of this, you would go in with a half position. Let's say you wanted to invest $1,000. You'd start with 500 first, and then later, after this MFI drops to 50 or below, you would invest your other $500 in the stock. And as we scroll down, it's easy to see this is in the accelerate category, high risk. So we've also, so anyway, this might be worth looking into. Our pick stocks feature, we added, so many people have asked about our stock risk level. And with Portfolio Assistant, we have 3 categories there. It's base, growth, accelerate. So now you're able to do a search. Let's say, in Portfolio Assistant, your base shows fine, but you know what? Maybe you're light on the growth. You need some growth stocks. All you have to do is click growth and then scroll through the bottom. Up pops 808 stocks. If you want to minimize the number of stocks, you would just click 5 stars, and that brings it down to 7 stocks to choose from. So this is a process for you to find winning companies that are already vetted, already checked out. We've looked at them from a technical perspective on their chart, from a financial health perspective, from the finances perspective, as well as an overall fundamental perspective on the company. We look at what the insiders are doing with the stock. We look at what the market reaction and thought process is with this stock. Is it going higher? Is it going to lower? So you can be comfortable with any of these stocks. So then you just simply click watch. Citigroup is a company I used to work for when I was a stockbroker. And so if I put that on my watch list, what's going to happen is see this scrolling ticker above on the top. That quote is going to start appearing in that. That's a customized ticker based on stocks that are in your watch list and in your portfolio. So hopefully this will help you see how your selections on the website contribute to you making some amazing stock picks. All right. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section on this video, or go to our stock forum. And I'm in here at least 2 or 3 times a week. You can ask your question here, and I'm certainly happy to answer them for you. And like I said, I'm in here frequently, so I want to make sure that you get your questions answered. Lastly, I want to talk about this breakout stock, Apple. Some of you might be familiar with this company. Look at this, just a beautiful chart. I've often said when a stock forms a base, which means it channels, it moves, the stock price moves in between the averages, it will move up off that base. And here is a prime example. So we had a channeling from a year ago until May, so 5 months sideways movement. Then we had a pop up to $234 a share from 180, 173, 180. Nice move there. And then sideways July 16th, really until here was the breakout November 19th. So July to November, November 228 and today 250. Nice move on Apple. I think it's going higher. One thing to watch though is this MFI, slightly problematic. So there might be some profit taking, some sell off. So all you have to do is just keep an eye on that. But this stock really belongs in most portfolios if it resonates with you, right? If you're an iOS user and you're looking for the growth section, you've got this really nice hybrid of a stock that pays a dividend and grows. Dividend is 25 cents a quarter. Yeah, 25 cents a quarter, so $1 a year. So the yield isn't huge. The yield is less than 50 basis points, 0.40. But again, it's a hybrid stock. It will pay a little bit of income, but the lion's share of the return you're going to get is through the growth. So I hope this serves you at the highest level. Thank you again for being a part of our community, and I'll see you next Monday.